goodness. Hello, everyone. I'm kind of wondering why I'm on the ceiling or what's going on with the camera going on here. It looks like it's pointed down. So, oh, can you even hear me? Uh-oh. I'm not even using the right camera. So, I forgot to plug it in. Oh my goodness, it's going to be one of those nights. Okay. So we are just on my laptop tonight, and I hope you can hear me. The mic says it's working, so. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Edna. Bronwyn is here. Hi, Bronwyn. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Okay, I'm glad you can hear me. I remember plugging it in. I guess I didn't. I guess I just pretended I did. So it might be a little grainy of a video tonight. Sorry about that. Okay. So this week, the only thing that I worked on was my muslin for class. My classes start on Tuesday, the master classes with Carol. Linda's here. Hello, Linda. And so I was working on that and trying to figure out what I'm doing, like hauling fabrics out and making sure I have everything. So, and then I had a meeting with Carol and tried my muslin on, and there were some changes I need to make. So then I decided, well, I'll tear it apart, but I have to add lengths to it. So I don't know why I did that. I have to add lengths to it, so it's kind of pointless to I suppose I could put a big patch in it, but you're not gonna be able to see anything. I've already took the darts out. I have to, I guess, pivot the dart and add some lengths and change the arm side and a little bit of the neckline. So it's like a bunch of little changes I have to make, but I have them already made, some of them on the pattern. So, oh, paper. So this is the pattern piece. I just had to raise the dart up and then you just rejoin your line. And I have to lower the neckline and the arm side. I'm pointing at the arm side and saying neckline. This is the neckline, so I have to lower it a little bit. And because I do that, then I have to change the curve of the collar and a bunch of silly little things, really. Um, okay, I'm only distracted because I just got an email from Uganda. So I might as well just read it to you. It's so joyful for us to start the year with such good news from you. I sent him an email saying that the dresses, because I did tell him the dresses were coming, but I never said I sent them. So I sent him an email saying to expect 5 boxes, and they gave me tracking numbers this year, which was crazy. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I did look them up, and it said they're on their way to Africa, or they may already be in Africa, but it still takes a long time for them to get to Uganda. Anyway, so I sent him that information, and he says, "Thank you so much for this wonderful support to our school, the hope of dresses to the vulnerable girls we care for. I'm glad you have also shared the tracking details. These will very greatly help in tracing them as they come and be able to timely travel to the post office for pickup to avoid demurrage charges that would arise from delayed pickup." Anyway, he says immediate, and I explained to him it would be helpful to get pictures because it helps in raising money and to encourage you guys to make dresses when you get to see where they actually go. Anyway, he says, "Immediately we pick the consignment, we will take photos of the smiley girls enjoying the donation and share with you. Glad to hear that such photos are helpful in raising funds to make this happen. We again say a big thank you in great big letters for such amazing charitable support to us and look forward to when they get delivered to our destination. Yours faithfully, Gabrielle Benedict." I swear he must sleep with his email because whenever I write him an email, no matter what time of day it is, he writes me back immediately. There is hardly, I may have sent him an email like a half an hour ago. I'm sure it's an interesting time in Uganda. Okay. Okay. Edna is saying, "Good to see you got all the dresses out of your way and on the way to excited girls around the world." Yes, so finally posted the video. I saw Luba on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Yes. And it was kind of funny. She I got to her house and I had all the boxes and I did tell her that she was getting 400 dresses thereabouts. It's more like 450. And I got to her house and her husband was there. And I come to the door and he's like, come on in, and took the box away from me. And I said, "No, there's more." So I get another box and he meets me at the door and he's trying to get me to come in the house. And I said, "No, there's more." And he starts helping me. And then he saw the back of the car and he's like, "Oh." It was funny. And Luba kept saying, "Well, get her to come in." I said, "No, there's more." So she was quite surprised with how many dresses. That's why she said in the video, she kept saying there was 1, then 2, then 3, like, 'cause they didn't seem to stop. So there was quite a few boxes, and actually in the picture, the boxes were spread throughout the room we were in, so there there's quite a few missing out of the picture. She said there was 10 boxes. I didn't even count them, so I don't know. Anyway, she has them all, and I imagine she's still oohing and aahing over them. I know that she looks at them quite often, like, well, when she has to pack them, but she also will just sit in the evening and look at them because she does get very emotional about it and very happy. Happy for all the donations. So, you guys did an amazing job. So you should all be packing your patting yourself on the back. Okay, Susan, I seen your comment, and welcome, Susan. Oh, I thought I had a picture. Where'd it go? I have my muslin is buried under everything. Okay, well, that's the other pattern piece. Oh, I think it's on the other side of the room, of course, because why wouldn't it be? Okay, so this is bad picture of the vest that I'm making. Um, so it's Lacala 5454. It's easy to look up. Lacala 5454. Oh, I may have a photo I can share with you, perhaps. Yes, I do. Because I had to, so somewhat like that. Now, the zippers that go up and down in the center of here, I'm not putting those in. Those are just decorative, so I'm not doing that. And the pockets on the bottom will be larger and have a pleat in them. And it'll be lined. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm doing. I think that's it. Bronwyn says she's got a lot of work ahead of her. She's gonna have a friend that's going to help her, or more than one friend, I think. Susan says, I've never tried a Lacala pattern. Well, I find they're short. I thought that they drafted for 5'6", but I always find the sleeve, like if you have something that's long sleeve, the sleeves are short, and I usually have to lengthen stuff. But yeah, so I punched in my measurements, and this is what came out. So this is what their patterns look like. Their directions are very minimal. I think there's 15 steps for this, but it's not going to matter because I'm going to be making it in class, and I'm not really worried about the directions. Cindy said, did I say what fabric I was making the vest with? No, I didn't. And it's on the other side of the room, so I guess you're gonna have to wait for that one. It's gonna be canvas, and it's canvas that I have in my shop. I actually want to make, what is it called? A matching coat to go with the vest. So, yeah. Which will be that free pattern payola jacket. It's like a work jacket. It's not gonna be fancy, it's gonna be everyday kind of wear. So, this week, so that's what I was so I didn't get any sewing done this week, besides working on that and the video and dragging boxes of dresses all over, the place. All over. Um, I'm trying to think, what else did I do?
It sounds like a chaotic but productive week. Even
Oh, I have a new phone and it always Gemini always wants me to talk to it, and I don't want to talk to you. Sorry, Gemini, I don't want to talk to you at all. Okay. It's just because I was holding it and I must press something. All right. Oh, did I take a picture of that? No, I didn't. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to remember where I seen that. So there was a couple of patterns that caught my eye this week that are brand new, which is I thought I had this all prepared and all lined up to show you, but of course I don't. And I'm pressing all the wrong things. Okay. Um, a mood. Did anybody see the mood pattern this week? Oh, what's called the Silverstone mini dress. I thought it was really cute. And they did it in a really nice plaid. The sleeves are lantern sleeves, which are quite huge. And there's the line drawing. But I mean, you could, if you didn't like those, you could change the sleeves. I thought it was cute little dress. And they did a really nice job matching all the plaid on here. It appears anyway, where you can see it. There's a glare on there. Probably because my phone is dirty. So that's a new free pattern on Mood. I think it was just released this week. So I thought that was kind of cute. And the other pattern I saw that came up in my feed was sorry, I got thread all over this and okay, was the oh, what's it called? Why do they make such weird names? The lay-on shirt from Itch to Stitch was released this week too. Cindy, you're the same age as me. It's cute, but I'm a bit old to pull that look off. Anyway, there's a very basic shirt pattern from Itch to Stitch. I know a lot of people like their patterns because it has the bust size differences. So that's from Itch to Stitch. So I thought that was kind of cute too. Um, and it's 20% off right now, I guess. Susan says, "Yes, I want that shirt." And she said, "I think she names her patterns after places she visits." Yes, she does, but I don't know how to say them. Wherever she goes, I can't say them. So now that I have rambled on and told you all the news of everything I can think of, so yeah, I was hoping that video of the dresses being delivered everywhere would have been out a long time ago, but just because the way things go, um, anyway, it's out now, so you know that your dresses went somewhere and that everything happened. Oh, and yeah, I was saying how I thought I was going to have money left over for next year. Money left over for next year for shipping, etc. Um, I'm not. Sorry, I'm distracted because it sounds like somebody's upstairs, but there's nobody here. I can hear footsteps. Anyway, the cat's not alarmed, so it can't be anything too serious. Um, so the money that was raised, I think it must have been around, I don't have the exact figure in front of me, it was around 13 or $1,400. I think I said in the video. And anyway, so parcels, 5 boxes went to Africa, so that came to $993.63. I know, don't have a heart attack. It was funny when I was at the post office, the lady came in, there was nobody there, and because it took a while to get them all into the computer and print off the tags and everything at the post office. And maybe I told you guys this. Maybe I told Cindy. Um, anyway, the lady came in. I said, "This is the last box." I said, "It won't take that long," because they were all sitting on the counter, all these boxes. And she said, "Oh, it's okay. I'm not in a hurry." And I said, "Well, you're going to have a heart attack when you hear this number." So the woman read the total out, and she was like, she kind of gasped. I said, "It's okay. It's for charity." I said, "It's going to a good cause." And she she said, "Oh, you're the dress lady." So anyway, there's my funny story for this evening, maybe. Uh, 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 Hello, Brenda. She says hello to everyone. So yeah, so there's that story. Um, and I finally got the equipment I needed to plug my phone in and everything into the computer. So the video that went up yesterday, I think. I know sound quality and everything was not great, and that's because I had to use different equipment and the sound is not good. So hopefully things will be back to normal if I can get all this stuff to work. I just got a new phone, it doesn't plug into anything. So anyway, I think I have all the new cords that I need. So yeah, those were the two um patterns that I saw that I thought were interesting, and I've told you everything I know about that's been going on with the dresses, and they're all on their way. Oh, and something that Luba told me, I don't think it was in the video, was the money that I give her, it does go to the girls. You just don't always see it in the photos and stuff. I think we did 1 year, but the people, oh, I think I said that in the video. Anyway, she is getting $500 this year. So that will all go to wherever she sends addresses to. I think she might be sending them to a monastery. I really shouldn't say because she doesn't have all the details yet. But yeah. So they'll be going to an orphanage or something like that. So uh, 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 uh Perry Larson, she said, "I enjoyed the final dress video. Well, I'm glad that you did, 'cause, I had a hard time getting it all put together with, my new phone not cooperating. Anyway, hopefully everything will so it just took longer is all that I'm saying for me to do that, but now I have all the proper cords, so hopefully it will go much simpler this time. Susan said, "That is great, but shows the effort you need for fundraising." Yes. So I think I told you guys this last time that I have a speech I have to make for to get some fundraising again. It seems like it'll be something I will be doing a lot of is writing speeches. Well, it's short. It's like a few minutes. So, same as what I did before. Anyway. But yes, I'm gonna have to make something to wear. So, Bronwyn says I hate public speaking. I'm not too bad. Um, I do get nervous when I start thinking about it. And I'll start to get nervous when I get in front of everybody. I try not to think about it too much, but I have done it quite a few times, but there's always long periods in between, so I'm out of practice. So it sounds like I'm gonna be doing it a lot. Or maybe not, I don't know. I know I have this one, and I don't know if the church will invite me back again, but, because I already know the the spiel now. Lucy said, "Don't think about it." No, I'm not going to. I'm just thinking I should, make an effort to, have something nice to wear. So, um, I came down here. I know that I showed you guys this. It was, I wanted to make a bag of some sort out of it. It's just all the hexies that I had and sewed them together. I showed this to you guys before, but I want to get it done. And after I was watching the news, um, this is a really good thing to do, like to unpick something, because you're kind of a little angry. So you can unpick some stitches, and I thought this would be a really satisfying thing to do is pull the papers out, which I can use again, I guess, and they just have some holes in them. I don't know, I guess you can't see that. Susan said maybe you should show someone in the church your video so that they know where the money went. Well, the woman standing behind me in the post office, she apparently heard my talk at church, and I'm sure she will be telling them. But yes, I post it everywhere, and some of the that's how they knew to contact me is because of Facebook. Some of the people know who I am anyway, so yes, I know that they will seen it, and I'm sure I will see them again soon. A church is not every week, it's only every other week, and I don't think it's this week. You can tell that I don't go every week. Or, well, not every week, every other week. I did go at Christmas Eve, and, the minister is very entertaining, and he had on like, his, official robe, and then he ripped it off to reveal his, very colorful suit. It's like, I don't know, it was like a red and white, and it had snowflakes all over it. It was pretty wild looking. Anyway, so you never know what's gonna happen. So the very least I need to worry about is my public speaking. I don't need to worry about that at all. Anyway, um, okay. So I have a couple of you that have sent me pictures this week of things that you were working on, which, oh, my phone has a, okay. So Cindy made a cardigan. She made the Sinclair Harper. Am I saying that backwards? Sinclair Harper cardigan. So there's Cindy wearing her new cardigan. And I put the link to that in the description. She sent me a couple pictures, but I think, yeah, the other one is kind of the same. Turned out awesome. It looks really nice on her too. Fits her perfect. Yes, everybody's saying very nice. Cindy, it is very nice. You did a lovely job on the cardigan. And I think she made the crop version, if I remember correctly, when she told me about it. But I did link um, the card, and I think you can get it for free. I think you just have to sign up for their email because when I was trying to get the link, it kept telling me that. So I think that you can get it for free still if you sign up for their email, which is a small price to pay. You can always cancel it later. And Giselle, I'm not sure if Giselle is here tonight. I think she is. Is she here? Well, she could always be watching. Um, she was talking about that she made a gathering egg apron for a friend of hers. And here it is. It's very cute. She has trim on the top of the little pockets, and the fabric has random little messages on it, which are really cute. Um, so that's what the front of the apron looks like. And I think she said Christine sews a lot is how she made it. But there's also a free pattern. The bag company does a free pattern of these as well. And I think Christine's was free too. So that's a back. So it's basically lined. So it'd be very sturdy to use to gather eggs. Yes. Uh, berry it is for gathering eggs. So here's another picture. This is the free pattern. It's basically the same. You can see all those little pockets. But on this one, you can see the pockets are pleated, but it doesn't look like they are sewn closed. So I think over time the pleats would come out. So I think that trim is a very clever idea. Um, so I linked the free pattern in the description of this video if you want to check it out if you have the desire to make like 30 pockets. I think it's a long strip of fabric and you pleat it and then you would have to mark it. And she said it's not for the faint of heart, she told me in the email. So if you don't mind making pockets, it'd be good practice to do pleats. Fun little project. And, you could check out, Christine Sews a Lot's channel to, figure out I didn't even try and look because I didn't know what I'd be looking for, but, yeah, to see if she does it any different than the free pattern version, so there you go. So yeah, so that was really cute and really fun. I bet you it took a long time to do. Cindy said I would end up with scrambled eggs if I use that. No, you put all the eggs in these little pockets and you tie the apron around your waist. So you would have to literally fall down to break them all, if that's what you're saying. Brenda says, has anyone made the Japanese apron with the cross straps at the back? I have made the Tizudi apron. I believe it was free pattern. Um, and it has a cross in the back, like that's how you put it on, and it's crossed over in the back. And I got a pattern for one for Christmas, or I guess it was my birthday. I got a pattern for one as well. Uh, uh, uh. Yes, it's I found that it was a good length. I can't remember. I made it a long time ago and it's upstairs. So I can't even show it to you. I made it out of a very lightweight fabric. I would recommend making it out of something heavier, like denim or something, if you want to use it as like a real apron. Um, or I would make it 2 layers if you use light fabric. They only make it at a 1, I think, like 1 layer, and then you just hem it all the way around, but you could easily cut 2 and then sew it together. And I can't remember if it had pockets on it. That's what I'm trying to remember. Can't remember. Oh, okay. But yeah, I did make the Tizudi one, and I didn't see anything wrong with it, just the fact that I should have used 2 layers of fabric is all. I just thought it was too light for, you know, getting dirty. Um, hopefully that helped you. But yeah, that's the one that I made. Linda says she thinks thoughtful creativity had a tutorial and a free pattern. So there you go. There's another spot you can check out. Yes. And I can't remember the name of the pattern that I have received. I never seen it before. Um, it's like a paper pattern my sister got for me. So maybe I should try and make that. But it's a crisscross pattern. I think it has pockets on it. But it's very easy to add a pocket. I would just try the apron on and then decide where your pocket should go. Um, yeah, you just gotta decide how big you wanna make your pocket. Yeah. And so I hope that helps you, Brenda. You'll have to let us know if you do make one and which one you decide to go with. Yes, I made that a long time ago. I can't really remember any more than that. Sorry. And I don't think I made a video about it either. Oh, she says it does have pockets. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it did or not. I can't remember what I did now. But yes, I would make it out of well, the fabric I used had was like a tablecloth fabric, I think. It was very light. So I wasn't thinking. So what is everybody else working on? Anybody see any patterns they're interested in or um, is everybody concentrating on cleaning their sewing rooms? I just had to get 700 dresses out of here and now it seems like I have a whole new room. It's all brand new. Is anybody going to be able to do some sewing this weekend? I will be working on my toile for my vest, toile number 2, and I was going to quilt the lining for the inside my vest. So I have to do that as well. And I want to finish the bag that I have pretty much done. I was looking at the directions on the Mood website for that bag to refresh my memory and kind of got me excited. I want to get it finished because it's pretty much done. I added the steps into quilting it, so I just made my life harder. Susan says I need to finish a quilt top before I am supposed to hand it in for quilting, but instead I am knitting. Oh, how's the dress coming along, Susan? Linda says no sewing for me working this weekend again. Oh my gosh. Busy, busy. Brenda says I need a full makeover in my sewing room, but will sew this weekend first. Yes. I saw a channel, this woman actually showed her mess. If I showed you guys my sewing room, you would say it was a mess too. Right now, it's looking pretty good compared to what it did look like. Anyway, um, and she's trying to clean it up. She just has a small little room and she has stuff piled everywhere. And because sometimes people show their messy sewing room and it's like, well, they have stuff neatly stacked on the table or something. It's like that's not a mess. I have a mess all the time. But if you're always working on something, you're gonna have some sort of a mess because you're working on something. Um, okay. Bronwyn, she's been working on tidying, and she's cutting out the Avery leggings from Helen's closet. Well, good for you. I'm glad you found something that you want to sew. And she's taping together a jelly pattern, the clear legging pattern. Nice. Nice job. Okay. Susan's laughing at Cindy's uh egg comment. So Helen's closet has I think she has a whole bunch of patterns coming out. I thought I saw somewhere. Anyway, the new joggers and hoodie patterns. That sounds interesting. Oh, and Cindy just cut out a new look 6871. So she will probably be trying to get that sewn together. Oh, Susan and Bronwyn might be making hoodies and joggers. That sounds cozy. I kind of went down the rabbit hole looking through the free patterns on Mood. So I don't really have a raglan sleeve top that I actually like a pattern. So I was kind of looking on there for that. Susan said the dress is almost finished. I took a lot back and made it much longer than the pattern intended, so it's taking a while, but it's almost done. Nice. Yes, Susan, for anyone who doesn't know, is knitting a dress. It's going to be really nice. Um, Susan likes the crop version of the hoodie of the Helen's Closet new release, I'm guessing. Bronwyn says that she doesn't like cropped anything. I'm that way too. I don't. As soon as I hear the word cropped, I'm instantly not interested. But sometimes it actually does look nice. I just like things to be long. Um, Susan says that she wouldn't mind a hoodie being cropped because she'd have something on underneath it. Good point. Brenda says I have a huge sewing room and it's beyond messy. Looks like a fabric bomb blew up. Welcome to my sewing room. Susan said, do I mean a raglan sweater or a blouse, like a t-shirt style? Kind of. I do have one, but I don't like it. So there must be a free one somewhere. Um, Mood does have one, but it's not really. It's like I don't know. It sort of is a raglan sleeve. I'm not sure. I guess I'm fussy. I'm a fuss budget. And for some reason, I don't have any patterns that are raglan. I don't know why. I have looked. I think I have a men's pattern and I have made it before and I don't like it. Like it's just too I'd have to do too many things to it to, like it's too tight, it's too short, it's too tight around the neck is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't like about it. Um Brahma says, Brenda, I have a huge corner in the downstairs living room, a fabric zombie perfed in my area. Brenda, don't feel bad. I know I have a very messy sewing room. And yeah, if you're working on something, you're going to be pulling stuff out and looking at it. And, yeah, my scraps get out of control, and I'm really bad for, oh, I'm going to make this. I'll cut a piece of fabric, I'll wash it, and then that's as far as I get. And I end up with a pile. So, uh, very funny, Bronwyn. Susan says, a long time ago, someone described me as a gas. I just expand to fill up whatever space is available. I don't think that I am that bad, though. That's not very nice, really. I think we all do that. Fabric is hard to keep neat because you can fold it as nicely as you like, but as soon as you start pulling them out, you'd have to be right on top of that all the time to keep everything very neat. Um, Lucy said my sewing room is messy as well. And Edna likes Bronwyn's description. It's very colorful. Susan said if my sewing space were clean, I would not be using it. That is correct. I always have something pulled out and something half made and something over here, and yeah. It's just you got to get used to your I don't have any place to be telling anyone how to keep their sewing room organized or tidy because I've tried quite a few things, but um, I've been trying hard to put everything away. But right now, I have a pocket sitting here that was for a class. I have notes that I write to myself. I have a tape dispenser sitting here, a bottle of water, um, thread, and my clips in this little bag. Loose, that's not a good idea to have that loose laying out. My fabric foot. I have a pattern all spewed out here everywhere. It's just this little table. I got this. I have half a bag sitting over here, bunch of scraps of quilt wadding, a pattern. Is this raglan? No. I was excited for a second. This pattern I made a little while ago is still sitting out, not put away. Yeah, I get a mess. I get zippers, thread that needs to be put away. Zippers for my vest, pattern pieces. Yeah. Um, you know what this is? What are they called? I'm trying not to dump those out. So that's what it looks like. I guess you can't tell with this pattern. That's what it looks like on the bottom. So this is my little pouch that I keep my clips in. So this was the pattern for the puffy coin purse is the words that I'm trying to say. And you can tell that it's a little, crooked, maybe? It's smaller on this side than it is on this side. Anyway, I had a hard time sewing it together, and I thought, well, instead of throwing this out, I'll just finish the top, or I don't know. You must do the inside. Anyway, I just left it as is and used it as a little pouch or a bowl kind of thing. Because I had a hard time. I couldn't get it to work right or look right. So that is exactly what that is which is also a free pattern. I think it's on Emmeline Bagg's website. The puffy coin purse, I believe. So it's just the purse part without the lid, the snap closure thing. Oh, and it says, when I see what you are all saying about your sewing room, I don't feel so bad now. Mine is a disaster. Susan said, nice, I will take a look. Yeah, well, that is what it is. Exactly. Um, I was just messing around with the embroidery and I wanted to make a cute little purse out of it, but I couldn't, I just had a hard time doing it. I even quilted it as well. It's all quilted. I don't know if you sew anyway, it doesn't matter, but yeah, that's what it is. Susan, I like the way you think. It's a creative area, not a disaster area. Yeah, so normally I've been finding because I had lost two of my tables to dresses during, well, I lost pretty much my whole sewing room when Project Dress a Girl was on. So I had to keep this table clear because if I was going to film anything, like I had to keep it clear. So my sewing machine is just on the edge here, off to the side. And right now I have stuff on it. Um, Notes to how to fix my muslin, and this I won't need. But yeah, now I have these hexy things, but I can take those upstairs. So yeah, I try not to keep a lot of stuff out, like all over this table. I say as there is, but that's because I am working on getting used to working over here and not using my other tables, which is where the cat is sleeping right now. She's over there. Oh no. Brenda says I got booted out of the chat, had to come back 3 times to get chat back. Oh, really? That's crazy. It doesn't say anything on my screen, and I certainly didn't accidentally. I have it on as live chat. I know that if it says top chat, only people who chat all the time uh, can, and that took me a long time to learn that, so I make sure that that's not there. It's not telling me anything. I don't know why it's doing that. I know YouTube has a lot of changes, but it shouldn't affect that. I'm sorry about that, Brenda. That's irritating. And Susan said she's had the same problem. Well, that's too bad. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know how I would fix it because I didn't do anything. Yeah, it's just weird. I know sometimes if somebody hovers over your name, like just from them typing, can accidentally kick somebody out. I know that that has happened before, but it's just something that happens by accident, I think. But I don't know if that's why. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's weird. Well, yes, well, I better get some sleep. I know that because I haven't been sleeping very well. Can see that my eyes are they get right black when I don't get enough sleep. And I thought I was doing pretty good at the first of the week. I think you just get too many things on your mind and then your brain is just whirling all the time. So just too many things to do. So I have to get my muslin done tomorrow. So next week I will show you the progress and the fabric I picked to make the vest or the gilet. And if I'm really ambitious, it'd be nice if I get the coat cut out as well. That would be nice. But we gotta make one thing at a time. So let's get the bag and hopefully this little project finished. And I'll have some things to show you next week, I hope. Susan says, yes, I made a stupid resolution to get up at 5:30 every morning. It's great, but now my body wants to sleep early. Yes, I get up at 4:30 every day. So that's why I get tired. And me staying up till 10 o'clock to do the live is sometimes challenging. Because tonight when I got home, I felt like going and having a nap, and I thought if I do that, I will be done for. So I might not wake up till midnight. So hopefully I'll sleep tonight. I find I get past a certain point, and then I've been trying to go to bed at 9, but I usually don't. I know last night I didn't go to bed until because I was still working on the video. It was I don't know, it was well after 11, and I kept looking at the clock until 1, so it was not good. Susan says, "How are you functional?" Well, I think this is why I get tired. Uh, you know what the weird thing is, Brenda? This is what happens. Okay, I get up every morning, like, at 4:30 or 4:45, something like that. Anyway, it's usually 4:30, and I'm always terrified I'm gonna sleep in, so I have 2 alarms, um, one on my tablet and then my alarm clock. Cat never comes in, like, if I do turn an alarm off and fall back to sleep, Cat never comes in and wakes me up. She never acknowledges that I need to be up. But on the weekend, at 5 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, she comes and meows in my ear. She wants me to get up on the weekend. So I do sleep in a little bit, but not much. But because she always wakes me up, which kind of annoyed me because I did sleep in this morning a little bit, but not much. I think it was 5 this morning. So I was in a panic because I thought I was gonna be late. Um, Susan says I still wake the same on the weekends, even if I don't want to. Um, and it said that happens to me like last week. I slept so weird, never a full night's sleep. Yeah. I have weird dreams too, and I used to, well, I think I still do, but I don't remember having any lately, but I get a lot of nightmares and I'll wake up. Anyway, I had a strange dream last night and I meant to, do you ever look up your dreams? Anyway, I don't think you guys want to be talking about that, but sometimes I try and look them up just to, if I remember them. I don't always remember them, but this one woke me up last night and it makes no sense whatsoever. I don't know if I want to know what it means. Um, Brenda said, I get up at 6:30 and I can sleep until 9 easily on weekends. Yeah, I don't usually sleep in past 7. I'm pretty proud of myself if I sleep in till 7. I'm usually up before that. Like, especially because I find I get really tired because 'cause I'm up late tonight, and if I don't go to sleep immediately after this, um, I'm usually up early, and I just find I'm tired all weekend, so I try and sleep in Saturday morning, but, Remy decides that I shouldn't. She wants me up, and then she goes back to sleep, so cats. Oh, dear. Well, I think that I have gone off on a tangent now. Yeah, Brenda says cats. Yes, sir. Yeah, if I really needed to be up, she wouldn't wake me up, but if I wanna sleep in, she'll wake me up. But I torture her and I'll go wake her up all weekend whenever I see her sleeping. Nicely wake her up, but yeah. Alright. Well, I think it's been over an hour. I think I've held you all up enough and everybody's saying how they are tired. Uh, yes. Well, thank you so much for spending an hour with me. It was great. We had a lovely little chat. Um, and I hope you all get some tidying done or some sewing done. Creative endeavors, I wish for you all. Yes, have a great weekend, and I will be talking to you soon. Take care. Bye.